I come out of the bathroom. You have gnats?
Yeah, we had a girl night.
Yeah.
With gnats.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Woo-hoo! World Warcraft in this house. This is the one we've been waiting for, gang. Look at that. War Chief's Command, Northrend. And yes, my other World Warcraft mug. See it maybe right there. I don't know if you can. And it's an Alliance mug, so forgive me. The Horde mug is being washed. All right. War Chief's Command, Northrend. This is the one we've been waiting for. And that's lukewarm coffee, and that needs to be heated up. So you guys won't notice it, but there's going to be a jump cut coming up real soon to where I'm going to come back, and it's going to be nice and hot. And we need to find a boat over there. And due to popular demand, a few of you guys, it was pretty much unanimous. So let's see here. We want Northrend. Let's see here, but we want the Howling Fjord, and I am so happy you guys said that. Let's see, Tristfall Glades. No, I am unsure where the Zeppelin is for. So there's Borean Tundra, or the Boring Tundra, as a lot of people like to say. Call it the Boring Tundra. Must be 11 o'clock. We hear those war drums banging in the distance. 11 drum beats will indicate it. But what we have to do is there is no Zeppelin from Orgrimmar to the Howling Fjord. That's right. I forgot. I remember now. I had to Google it, and it came back to me. The Howling Fjord's entrance takes place at the Undercity. And we haven't been there on this wonderful quest of ours. It's in Tristfall Glades. And you're also probably saying to yourself, if you've not played this game before, the dragon that he is on. Quagdarr is on what is called the Proto-Drake, or in this particular case, the Red Proto-Drake. Really simple to get, especially nowadays. But I don't know. For me, I was kind of proud of it. I got it earlier on when Wrath of the Lich King came out, and it wasn't simple back then to get. It was a pain in the butt. You really had to coordinate a lot with some fellow guildies. He's a big boy, so we're just going to go ahead and come on. And there we go. All aboard, indeed. So, oh yeah, and I also, since we've hit level 70, I'm going to go ahead and just probably keep on the Champion of the New title. It's one of the few titles that have been removed from the game that I'm pretty proud of. You know, I never got to get the Hand of a Doll through that quest line away. Whatever. But this one, I still take great pride in this one. We were a small little guild, and we fought hard in order to get this one. This was one of the first titles you could get in the Burning Crusade by completing a series of raids. And yeah, it had since been removed. I think they removed it just before Wrath of the Lich King came out. Regardless, there's only a handful of titles in the game that you can no longer get. For a while there, it was the PvP ranks, such as High Warlord or Grand Marshal or Sergeant and Centurion, things like that. They're now back in the game just through arenas. Is it arenas? No, just through rated battlegrounds. So yeah, you can now go ahead and get those. But some of the other titles that you can no longer get, one of which is the famed Scarab Lord. Like the Scarab Lord, Champion of the Naru, and Hand of a Doll. Those are the three that I'm aware of right now that you can't get. All right, we are here, and look at this. This is the home place of Arthas, the old castle where Arthas is. So I'm sure in the Warcraft movies we'll eventually go ahead and see Loredon, or Undercity. So this is Loredon, and if you watch the Warcraft 3 trailers on YouTube, got some good shots of it. And if you wander around inside there, you can see some of the familiar areas right there. Oh my god! Okay, are we going to miss this thing? So yeah, this is where the undead go ahead and level up. This is a really cool zone. When I've played my little undead characters, they've changed some things up quite a bit. It still looks cool. This is also where the Horde boss, Lady Sylvanas, one of my favorites, resides. So she's up over in yonder Undercity. Cut. All right, so we're off. The Zeppelin is finally going, and this gentleman right here on a bike is paddling his heart out in order to get us over to Wrath of the Lich King. That's right. We are on our way to the frosty world of Northrend. So we're going to have fun with that. And I need to pre-order the Legion Collector's Edition so I can keep my collection a-growing.
Child, I watched with pride as you grew into a weapon of righteousness. Tell you this, for when my days have come to an end, you shall be king.
All right, we are here. Unfortunately for me, I'm not hearing this wonderful music. I shut it off because of the way I edit these things. I don't get to hear all the Viking-like music. Oh my god, I forgot I can't fly. You can see how often I would come here thinking I could fly. So we just went ahead and fell and took some nice damage. Yay, Proto Drake. It's gonna suck not being able to fly here. You have to get cold weather flying, because apparently cold weather affects flapping wings. So that's been good. But it wasn't anything new. This is they removed flying, and you would basically have no flying, and then once you capped, you would get it. Friends in Dalaran. The Mage City. That one's going to be in the Warcraft movie. This one you get from Utgard Keep. This one is a very low percentage of dropping mount. So, yes. Did I put that? Oop, I put that one up by accident. Okay. So while we are in this epic battle of our lives fighting crows, what exactly made this expansion so good? At least for me, but it's a heavy favorite of many. Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King seem to be the top two favorites. Wrath of the Lich King just seemed it took the Burning Crusade, for me anyways, and made it more polished. All the wonderful things that made the Burning Crusade, they took it and made it polished. One of the initial things that kickstarted it, in my opinion, was the raid encounters. Okay, his little paws are on fire. Okay, I was like, what the heck? That was a graphical error. Blizzard started noticing that a lot of players were not able to see all the work that they were putting into these raids. They're doing all this work, spending all this money, doing all this design work, and barely anybody was able to get into the raids. Burning Crusade kept the raids somewhat difficult and still kind of exclusive because you had the attunements. Well, get down here, bird. Here you go. I can't tab target. It's too far away. This one, they went ahead and they changed up how they do that. Ah, here we go. Some more corpses. What is that? Okay. And it started with, what is it? The first raid in this game was Naxxramas. And Naxxramas has some history behind it. During the original World of Warcraft, the last raid that was released was Naxxramas. 40-man raid. Only the absolute top bleeding edge, I don't even want to say 1%, I would like to say 0.01% of guilds out there actually even saw it. So they spent a ton of time making what was to be considered their finest raid experience. Nobody saw it. So they wound up moving that into Northrend to recycle that dungeon, but they redesigned it to be a heck of a lot more approachable for players. They put all that work into it. They wanted people to try it and have fun with it. So they had the 20-man or the 25-man. I don't remember. Oh no, the 10-man and the 25-man. Blah. That's right. I've heard stories that the bosses, you basically couldn't mess up in that raid. Again, I never got to play Naxxramas on vanilla, so I wouldn't know. As far as I got was just to be able to say I did it. I got the attunement for it, it was easy to get attuned for that one. Very easy to get attuned. Now you're going to see a major thing with the Horde here, or with the undead here, because they are. Let's see. Listen to his report. They are tied to Arthas in a major way. So there's Sylvanas is like out for blood, you know what I'm saying? And wants some major revenge. Hello. Cobalt ore. Shark! Snark! I'll always remember that time when I came face to face with a bull shark. That's something you'll never forget. Yeah, scuba diving, little thing. Tell you that story another time. Let's see. I need to go in here. Come in here. Get some more of these plague containers. So one of the other major things that separated Wrath of the Lich King, and I really think helped it, versus the Burning Crusade. From a design standpoint, they had... Where's my water walking? Oh my god, it's been this long. Blizzard wanted you to, especially with Arthas, he's like one of the biggest characters in the game. You interact with him a lot. In Burning Crusade, you didn't really see Illidan much unless you were maybe going for your Nether Drake. He would possibly pop up, you'd hear about him. But in the Wrath of the Lich King, there's many quests where you're going to see Arthas appear. For the Alliance, you can actually even see his sword, Frostmourne, in a chunk of ice. You actually see where it is, and you witness that part of history where Arthas takes hold, almost like Excalibur, of Frostmourne. So a lot of really heavy lore stuff. And the zones were just fantastic, as to be expected. The music, as always, was flawless. And the dungeons were just really fun. So we're letting the puppy... Here, you know what? We're going to go ahead. Puppies all around. Boom. Four-legged creatures everywhere.
Oh my god, what is it? My dog would track faster than this, and he's not even a tracking dog. There you go. He picked up the scent.
Also, in case any of you are wondering why the little part of where I hang on the game screen, the resolution, or not the resolution's still HD, but the quality may have taken a little bit of a dive, is because I use my DSLR for the other videos, at least for World of Warcraft. It's so much recording, that sensor gets burned out pretty easy, and all of a sudden the camera starts having issues. So rather than dealing with those, for anything World of Warcraft Super Extreme Edition related recording sessions, I'm just going to go ahead and switch back over to the old Logitech webcam. And anything else that's shorter recording sessions, I'll go ahead and use the DSLR. So that's what's up with that. You guys don't know it, but I've actually lost quite a bit of recording sessions because the camera would lock up and freeze because of the overheating that would occur on the sensor. You got your ass kicked. Excuse me, miss. Pardon me. Just have to beat you over the head with my hammer. I believe this is Lady Sylvanas' sister. I think. I don't know. Ooh, oh my god. That poor guy got wrecked. Or he should have gotten wrecked. All of them couldn't take him? Okay, that's just being lazy. Again, don't understand it. You could easily just say, mark these two cannons. Hey, while you're in there, if you also happen to pass the captain or the lieutenant, may want to kill them too. Oh god, it's an escort mission? Let me guess, you're going to want to slowly walk out. Yes, while we're escaping, please bear in mind I have to kill people first. The puppy. It's like curled up into a little ball. His little tail's like right by his little face.
I can't cast that. It's still charging. I can't cast that. It's still charging. Gadget!
One of the things that really sucks for me on this particular expansion is this is the one collector's edition that I don't have the little collector's edition pet for because they were sold out everywhere. So just to simply complete my collection of collector's editions, mouthful, I went ahead and just bought. I love the art books and the soundtracks. That's my main reason for having it. Love their art books and soundtracks. I just went ahead and bought that for like $20 from somebody on eBay. So no, I don't have Frosty. Actually, you know what? I never even went back to finish killing the Lich King. We made it up to the end, but there's this one part people just kept messing up, and they try and burn him down, and you just can't do that. What is it? But like I'm bothering you. What is it? What the hell do you want? Do you know what I just went through for you? Show some respect. We're all fighting, and this person over here is just chillaxing with like a nice umbrella, some rum. What the heck? Yeah, get him out of here. Meanwhile, Quagdarr has to deal with a serious case of crabs. Wasn't that funny? See, I get nervous when they say, only grab a couple of these. And then you see monsters everywhere. You're like, maybe this is Blizzard's way of saying, you're going to be here for a while. the water walking, the Shamamananans is awesome.
Yes. Okay.
We're going to turn some humans into some undead. And elves, maybe, and dwarves, and gnomes. And God knows whatever else they have. I have to go back for one. Circle me back. You better circle me back. Hurry up, Mr. Bat. You don't need to take me on the scenic route. Oh. Yay! We hit the 1. So now we get to go ahead and wait for the entire flight path to finish. And in the meantime, heat this up again. At this point, I've microwaved it enough to where I don't think it is molecularly coffee at this point. I'm not sure what it is, but as long as it does the job, right? Down, 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 down. Okay. We're going to do that again, going up. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Can't touch it. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. My pants so baggy when the move it ain't hard. Make you wanna say, oh my lord, hey Hammer, do you really have a weenie with pants like that? You look like a
Stop. Hammer's time. Literally. Oh my god, I just got it for us. Hammer time. Stop. Hammer time. Now again, please do yourself a favor, and if you haven't heard the music from Wrath of the Lich King, please do it, especially with the Howling Fjord, and one of the other big ones is Grizzly Hills. That seems to be a big popular favorite with people. Go ahead and take all the shit you have, your family possessions, and just blow it all on random stuff. Okay, well, let's get you in range. Yes! I like it a lot. A lot, a lot. And there we are. Oh my god, this is like awesome. A goblin and 3 cows and an orc. I love the fact I'm with 3 cows right now. This is just amazing. Because I don't know, it's just something about the cows. I just love them. Look, I'm not even looking. I remember when I went to BlizzCon, when this game was announced, and everybody was like oohing and ahhing when they saw the fire. They were like, what? And I was like, yeah! I want the wolves for fun. You guys like my wolves? There's that one's Pokey and the other one is Sam. Meet Pokey and Sam. My wolves. Come on, Pokey and Sam. Pokey and Sam's my best good friends. Day's gone now. Alright, here we are. Kill the mount.
Oh yeah?
That's right, Pokey, Sam, get him! Bite him in the ass. Yes. Healing rain for fun. Make it rain! Literally make it rain! Oh my god, yes! I can literally now say I can make it rain. Haven't got pulled. I don't know who did that. It's good experience, guys. That's why we did that. Pokey and Sam! Wolf pack. Now the boss for this one at the end has 2 phases. I'm sure a lot of you, if you have played the game, already are well aware of that. Those of you who haven't are going to be able to see it. So basically you blow all your cooldowns, traditionally, if you didn't have heirloom items, after he dies the first time. That is a funny looking mount. I like that. Looks awesome with a cow. So we hide behind here because these initial hits, he'll do some big hits and take some big damage. Boom! Ah, there it is, the wallpaper, Arthas. And, well, that's not Arthas, that was another person. Alright, gang, we are back, and you're going to notice some big changes. Ish. Big changes-ish. Most notably, the Ghost Wolf that we have right here. First things first, we have 2 directions to go ahead and pick. Let's see, this right here, this base, New Agamond, is, if I think it's some type of like undead type of base. It gets kind of cool over there, so it's a tough one. Or we can go up to Camp Winterhoof. And since we like the cow people, I think we're just going to go ahead and go with that. Fortune favors the bold, so we're going to go ahead and migrate over there. Yeah, so why are we looking a little bit different? Well, honestly, with the heirloom items, it really speeds up the leveling, and your power is just like insane. So I haven't really gone back to Orgrimmar much, based on how often I jump on to do our little recording sessions. And I was not glyphing much. It's kind of bad form there, but, it is what it is. This series is more about the journey as opposed to anything else. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, and you have what's called major glyphs and minor glyphs. Major kind of deals with your damage and crowd control or something else to go ahead and boost your abilities. And minor glyphs, and here we are right here. We see our little minor glyphs right here. Sometimes they're pretty useful. A lot of times they're more just a cosmetic type of a thing. So you can kind of customize your guy a little bit more. And yeah, so we're pretty much just on a straight path there. So I went ahead and, in order for us to go ahead and match Pookie and Sam a little bit more, get this spectral form going. So that's what's going on with that. As well as I went ahead and did some transmogging to go ahead and get our guy color coordinated. You turd! And you're also going to notice we got some new looking weapons right here. Yeah, there we are. As all good orcs are, you like a good axe. So I went ahead and just transmogged the maces into axes. I was able to do that. Why not? Getting a little tired of seeing the maces. I like the axe. Let's go for that. Hallelujah, we freaking made it finally. Okay. Oh, okay, we're starting to see the cow people and then some bull-looking people right there. I forgot the name of those guys, but Ancestors of the Torn. Oh yeah, digging those axes, boys and gals. Look at that, that's freaking awesome. And you see, I like them when they're just like rough looking like that, like a real axe. You have some of these axes in the game, for me, look kind of weird. It's just like, I don't know, it's just too much. It's just like something with an orc, just like gritty and dirty and rough, you know?
Oh, okay, the Old Kingdom. Alright, we should be able to get in with that one, let's see.
Interesting dungeon. It's not a personal favorite of mine, but, it's good. Nonetheless, it's a nice dungeon. It's one of those nights where the puppy's being very, very bad. Bad Remy. I'm sure all of you pet owners can relate to those moments where your pet is just in rare form when you're trying to game and he's all over you. That's why we're looking forward to the move, so I can go ahead and get to do more of this. I really enjoy doing these recordings for you guys. And I think once we get some privacy here, gonna make things much easier. Boom! Oh, I remember getting those. So picking up where we left off before that fantastic dungeon, we're continuing our quest to make sure that the Horde can really dominate in this area by collecting feathers. There's nothing quite as heroic or epic feeling than collecting random feathers on the ground. And I'm very thankful for Blizzard to go ahead and putting that feature in the game as a quest. It's very fun because sometimes you just really get bored of killing stuff with your almighty powers and just feel like picking up random feathers. So that's a wonderful addition to this game. every ounce of that was sarcasm. I hate this crap. If you're gonna make me do something this boring, say, pick up 3 feathers. We'll have other people come behind you, they'll pick up more. Why does it have to be 10? And if so, have a big pile right in front of me. You know, let me go ahead and just do something really freaking awesome, like with the power. Let me lightning bolt the crap out of a... Yeah, let me shock a hippogriff until they explode in feathers and I just pick all those up. Yes, that would be awesome. That would be epic. Alright, here we go, gang. Time to throw down with the Yeti.
Boom! Not much of a terror, huh?
Have some fun with those. That was the best you have? Or are they gonna like resurrect him or something like that? Turn him into some demon? They're known for doing that. Ah, look at that. How can you not like Northrend? All the ambience. Ah, so good. Got the streams going everywhere. Got the northern lights. The eerie mountains in the distance and the coldness. And really cool frickin' excavation sites. All kind of fun stuff. That looks like garbage. And you should be ashamed for giving it away to people. I'm saying that just to be real with you, sir. I'm just being real. Our first little peek at the undead. And like I said in earlier, the undead have a major part to this whole storyline over here in Northrend. So la da 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 da. Well, gosh dang it to heck, how's everybody doing, huh? We're picking up our third and final recording session for Let's Level a Horde, Episode 1, The Wrath of the Lich King. And I've been busy. I'll go ahead and inform you guys of all that at the close of this video. Good stuff. Most importantly, I haven't been able to really record this past week. I've been very sick. Very, very sick. So, yeah, I had to take a break from that. On top of that, you know what? What the heck? I'll go ahead and tell you guys now. Except for the juicy gossip. No juicy gossip. Also, you know, prepping for the move. You know, we got to go ahead and pack a lot of stuff. You know, we got boxes all over the place. Nothing has been more fun than going into a new place, painting, and moving heavy stuff when you're sick. Good times there.
I'm sorry, madam, I didn't mean to pwn you that hard.
Do you have any shit I can take? Yes, go, my children. Torment the dwarves. Yes, my homies. My brother and homies. I'm hoping I'm not coughing too much, because that's going to be a lot of editing if I do. But at least the voice is back. Ooh, Rivenwood. Sounds eerie. I like it, though. So usually when you're freeing these things, they're not always your friends. So you gotta be careful. That's how they go ahead and extend this quest out. So let's see. Who do I have to kill? Alright, so far so good. It's such a disgusting sound when those rip open. There we are. Now, we should go ahead and have a nice wonderful string of like 50 of them. Oh! See, that's what you had to do. You had to dare Blizzard to defy you. And then it all works. I see a trail. Ooh. Oh, look at the icebergs, gang. We're in the Arctic. That's where we are. Yes, sirree. Looks awesome to me. And that is a massive moon. Oh my god, Murlocs! Yes, get them, my wolf friends. Your father needs your help. kicking thine ass. Let me guess. They're gonna want me to come back to shut those off.
We just gotta make sure the players go back down there. Give them a quest to return something and then go run back down there.
That's how I imagine it in my mind. I told ya! But dang it, if we got to, we're gonna go back down there in style. Oh yeah.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Finally, get to go back. Oh, let's see. Can't use that. And we're now queued for the Dungeon Finder. Boom! Okay, did we make it? Oh, this worked out in our favor. Alright, so we just heard our first rumblings from Arthas, the Lich King himself. Because that was the unknown voice that whispers to us. There is no escape, not in this life, not in the next. This horrible quest will have us kill some dwarves, then take a saw to their head and try and harvest their brains. So that's going to be awesome. Let's try it out. Did we get one? Oh, yep. We're collecting brains. And we queued up for the Nexus. This is a fun one. This takes place, in the Borean Tundra. And there's another dungeon in here called the Oculus. That one's horrific because you don't really use your characters in that one. You go ahead and use dragons. And everybody's got to like coordinate and all that crap with some dragons. So, oh, and this one's got a ton of quests. Goodness. And if you are going for your legendary Terragosa's Rest, for you mages out there, and or warlocks or whatever, you're going to come in here. Part of the storyline actually takes place in the Nexus, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. So there are technically 3 dungeons that really have like a lore impact, where you actually get a storyline as far as legendaries are concerned. So right up ahead is where you go ahead and see the Terragosa's Rest quest line right over in the corner where that big blue guy is on the left side of the screen. And you also, so you're going to come here, and then that's where the story unfolds a lot. The other one would, technically, it's not legendary, even though it should have been, the Corrupted Ashbringer. You go in the Scarlet Monastery, and everything changes around you, and you hear like a big old storyline. They all bow to you. All the NPCs will bow to you in there with that weapon. And then... yeah, we had somebody who was just kind of following us, not doing any work, so we booted them. And then you had Atish, the no longer in the game item, Atish, the first legendary staff, and that one took place in the Scarlet Monastery, I believe. You would go in there for part of the quest line, and you had to like take this legendary sword that they would give you that was only good for like 24 hours or something like that. I don't know. You'd have to read about it. But yeah, Atish, which is Medivh's staff, which only a handful of players ever got, and probably maybe 1 or 2 of those guys still even play in the world. So who knows? No idea. He got decimated. Now, recently there's been a Twitch streamer that had discussed that in the World of Warcraft you can actually level a bit too fast, and they discuss how the game, it's easy mode, and while yes, I do agree the game has become more casual, for sure, he did a video where he level cap from 1 to 5 in, or 1 to 5, 1 to 100 level cap in 5 hours, which is insane. But the good thing is, like us, it's like we're just having fun with the journey. And even us, we're getting like some little XP boosts with, you know, rest, not just rested XP, which I don't even know if that even factored in for his leveling. I'd be curious about that. But also with, you know, heirloom items. But I'm mainly using them not really for the XP boost as much as it is, instead of always having to like look for items to use, just go ahead and keep something that you're never really gonna have to keep swapping out, you know? For me, it just makes more sense. But yeah, I like the fact that Blizzard gives you options. You know, it's like if you've played a lot, they've given you the ability to go ahead and really go level crazy with XP boost potions your characters can have, doing a recruit a friend so you guys have double the XP when you go together. Then you have all the heirloom items, and then you have scrolls and all these other little things that just stack on top of each other to go ahead and really help you level insanely fast. And I'm okay with that. You know, a lot of people have earned that right. You know, they've put in a lot of time. Sure, give them that. And then if you don't want to, if you want to go ahead and enjoy the journey, you don't need to have that stuff. Now, one of the things that they have put in the game that is just unavoidable is in each expansion they go ahead and boost how fast you can level in that previous expansion, because the goal is still to get you to that next tier, get you to that next expansion, so you can go, and we go ahead and we finish the Nexus. I like that. That's good stuff right there. So yeah, you got a lot of things that go on in this game, and it really can cater to how you want to play. It's not going to affect your end game. It's just going to affect how long it's going to take you to go ahead and get there. And for me, I'm okay with that. But yeah, so options. Very good for Blizzard to do that. I know a lot of people like to think of the nostalgia that what was the original World of Warcraft. To be fair, I'm with those people. I had wonderful memories of the original game, but as everything in life, things have to move on, things have to progress. Blizzard does listen to their community. They really do. I really think that they genuinely do listen to the fans. But at the same time, I do think that they need to go ahead and go back on some of the decisions that they have made. Reason why we have garrisons, I'm sure they had the idea and they've been wanting it, but it was the users that were the ones that were actually pushing it. I remember reading all that stuff on their forums. That's just one of the ways that they go ahead and get player feedback. So when things don't work out, you know, it's kind of like the players built that one up. And it definitely has killed the social aspect of the game. I mean, it's oddly enough, this game has become very much a solo player game for an MMO. The MMO has become a single player game. Should I think that Blizzard Entertainment make a legacy vanilla World of Warcraft server? Yes and no. I know I thoroughly would enjoy playing it. I would have a ball with it. I love the way the original game was small enough to go ahead and really push a lot of players together. So you saw so many players just out in the world. Right now, World of Warcraft is literally becoming too big for its own good. Players are literally smeared across the lands. You don't see other players anymore. It sucks in that regard. There's no sense of community on the servers. Before servers were, you know, cross realms, which now are very much needed in order to go ahead and speed up queuing. So I know sometimes I'm gonna probably come off sounding like I'm defending Blizzard on some things, but I think they're a great game developer. I genuinely do. There are some things I really wish that they would undo, or sometimes, you know, stop listening to their fans. But at the same time, it is a business. One of the other big ones that a lot of people I think need to kind of realize is, and from a financial standpoint, that was why they were trying to cater and make it flexible to everybody. They wanted to go ahead and make sure they were bringing in as many people as possible to go ahead and play the game, because the end of the day, bottom line, it's about the money. You know, I can go into more detail on another video, which I kind of wanted to. It was kind of like a little bit of reflecting on both, you know, on a couple of game companies that I really, really like. You know, Blizzard Entertainment being one of them. They've had some major changes that I don't think some people quite really understand as to why they've turned into kind of what they've become in the end. You know, people need to remember that at the time when everybody was loving the daylights out of Blizzard Entertainment, World of Warcraft was the shit, in its purest form. They were a private entity. They were not publicly traded, and there was a big moment in Blizzard's timeline where a lot of changes happened, coincidentally enough, after they became part of a publicly traded entity. And they are publicly traded. It is Activision Blizzard. They share the name. If you ever listen to the shareholder meeting reports, their quarterly earnings reports, Mike Morhaime is there talking about their numbers, talking about what Blizzard's doing. Why? Because he has to answer to the shareholders. And what is one thing that shareholders like? To see their value go up. And that's basically where Blizzard's at. Blizzard has to answer to shareholders, and they like to hear good news, and good news is profits. So, it's an unfortunate cycle, and oh my god, we leveled. Boom! But yeah, guys, that's a little bit of one of the reasons why I think Blizzard has kind of changed is they are a publicly traded company now, so they have to do as much as is humanly possible to go ahead and maximize how many players they're getting, because players equals revenue. And there's going to be a heck of a lot more casual players. Of course, people are going to go ahead and dwindle in numbers. That's a given. The sheer fact that they have over 1 million paying in this day and age, paying subscribers, to me says volumes. A lot of games are free to play now. That is the norm. This is the only game that I'm aware of that has a $15 a month fee to play it. And people pay it. They still pay it. And people are willing to pay it. Even for alternate versions. So no, regarding the servers that have recently shut down, Naxxramas, you know, bottom line, it was in Blizzard's right to do so. It's their IP. It does sound like something, and I had a feeling something was going to happen. Something's a cooking between Blizzard and the guys that ran that server. But yeah, I can go ahead and go on that tangent for quite a while. And again, I may go ahead and make a video just to supplement it. Maybe it'll be the first one I make in the new place before I go ahead and jump on episode 2. Well, gang, that's it for episode 1 of the Wrath of the Lich Kings. Let's level a Horde. Booah! Feels good to get that one done. Been doing that one in little bits and pieces here and there. Had a lot going on. Seriously, guys. You got no idea. My girlfriend has no idea. She has a little surprise coming for her this weekend. So I'm going to keep you guys abreast on that situation. Yeah, that. So, oh my god. Big excitement there. So we got an engagement happening. We got a brand new house, gang. So this is going to really be big for us on the house thing because I have my own little studio that's going to be happening, which means I don't have to compete with, you know, privacy to try and be able to do the videos for us. That's something that's been bothering me all year long, is that I have so much fun doing this stuff, as I keep saying. I just don't have the time to do it because I can't get the space to do it. If I have the space, I can get the time. Also, big shout out to Mystic Beats for his character Zulzark, a rather cool Night Elf Death Knight that scored that frosty helm in our Death Knight episode. Yes! We're gonna go ahead and close this episode up, everybody. I am Quagdarr. You guys take care, stay safe, and I will see you next time. And in the next place. Boom! You want to make an appearance in this one? Huh?